on Instagram. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop.
Come on, Bruce. Yeah.
Nursing.com. That was good. Oh my god.
What's up, guys? Hey, welcome to our unveil of Nursing.com. We're excited to have you guys here today, and we're going to spend about an hour on here doing giveaways, talking about what the new site is, and talking about why. And really, here, let me fix the video a little bit. And just introducing you guys to what the new platform is and what you guys can see there. But before we do that, let me introduce you to some of the team. I'm going to start with the support team. So, this is Kenya. You guys have probably emailed with some of them before. Sandy.
Hey guys.
And Cindy.
Hey guys.
And Anna in back. So they respond to your questions, to your chats, to all the different concerns you guys have. Then let me introduce the engineering team. These are the engineers that got this site. So they're a little shy. So we have Dan, Rich, and Bruce. These are the guys who build Simplex, who build the dashboard, who build everything that happens inside Nursing.com. So they're heroes here. And then we have the marketing team, which is Andrew, Tammy, and myself. We do all that stuff. You guys know Tammy, but she has people who help her. Then we have our curriculum and production people. Here's Chance and Russ. Russ does all the videos, gets them all live. And then we have Miriam and Marie, who are not here. They both work remotely, but they're joining us there in the chat and everything. Outside of that, guys, we have a team of about 23 educators who create these videos for you. They're all working, practicing nurses who build all this incredible content for you guys. So I'm going to step aside, and we're going to get rolling with this. Get your chat ready. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to be doing giveaways. Chance will explain more of that to you, and then I'll be back on here in just a minute.
All right, guys. So for the giveaways, this is how it works. I'm going to go over some rules. We're going to ask you a few questions as we go along. And what's going to happen then is you're going to get the opportunity to drop your answer in whatever platform you're in. So if you're on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, any one of those, just drop your answer in there. We have some social monitors who are monitoring these answers. Put your answer in there, and then we're going to have a speaker come on, talk a little bit about the platform, and then once they're done, we will give you the answer as to who won that giveaway. So the first giveaway, get your pens and paper ready. The first question is, at nursing.com, what is our mission? So I'm going to, while you guys are putting in that, your responses, I'm going to turn it back over to John, who's going to do a little bit more introduction about the platform. And then once he's done, we'll come on and announce that giveaway.
All right. So to do that, guys, I want to actually come over here, and I'm going to actually show you guys some of this new platform. Now, if any of you guys were up at midnight, you've actually already seen some of this. So nursing.com, our mission, I won't fill it in, but our mission has always been something that we've wanted to work with nurses throughout their entire journey and stuff. So what we've done with nursing.com is we've actually built a platform that addresses 4 different stages of the nursing journey. So those pre-nurses who are trying to get into nursing school, who don't have access to high quality education with anatomy, physiology, med-term, and all those types of different courses like that, we wanted to provide help with that, with passing the HESI and the T's. And so that's really what the pre-nursing is for. After that, we wanted to really continue to help nursing students, which is where we started back in 2014, was helping nursing students, because that's where I struggled. I struggled so much in nursing school, despite having done well in my prereqs and everything. So we really wanted to continue to help nursing students, and so that's really the core, and that's within our Nursing Student Academy. Then we also want to help students pass NCLEX. We want to give a seamless platform where you can prepare for nursing school, get into nursing school, do well in nursing school, and pass the NCLEX. So we've created an NCLEX Prep Academy where you can have your NCLEX date. You can take a prep course that we've built that has 349 lessons curated by our nursing educators, a massive 460-something page NCLEX prep book It's beautiful and colored and everything. And so that's inside there. How do I get out of here? Hold on. And then we have the Simplex, of course, which simulates the actual NCLEX and all that. So then what we wanted to add, guys, is we've been around now since, like I said, about 2014. Started NRSNG Academy in 2017, but we wanted to continue that journey for you guys who, as you finish school. So we're doing that with the New Grad Academy. So inside the New Grad Academy, you have access to IV prep courses. You have access to all those things that are going to help you as you begin your career as a nurse. So we wanted to help you from day one when you're 16 in high school thinking about becoming a nurse, or whether you're 30 like I was thinking about becoming a nurse, all the way until the day you retire as a nurse. So that's really what this nursing.com is all about. It's a place where you can get all the education and all the help and all the support, and more importantly, that family and that community behind you throughout your entire journey. So I feel like this is really us coming full circle as NRSNG. We've added the vowels back in there, we've added you and I, and now we're nursing.com.
All right. So, do we have winners for this?
Yeah. I have a winner over here on Instagram.
Winner.
Nurse.goal on Instagram.
Nurse.goal on Instagram is the first winner. And so, in order to redeem your prize, which is this excellent nursing.com shirt, what you need to do is email Tammy at contact@nursing.com.
What?
Mind blown!
Chance, what happened to your head?
Kids, don't fight cars.
Chance, you forgot those guys.
Who what?
The other platform.
Oh, so, do you have them?
Yeah,
Sweet. Oh, Richard Trenton, which one is...
reducing nursing shortage.
Whoa, so for what platform?
Oh, the group.
Okay, for the Facebook group, we've got Richard Tran. Richard, if you will just email Tammy at contact@nursing.com.
Did you share what the answer was, by the way?
Yeah, did you?
The answer is to end the nursing shortage. There you go. Ashley Beth, and what
Facebook page.
for the Facebook page, Ashley Beth, if you will email contact@nursing.com. And then, do we have one
Me
for you
too.
too?
J. Huston Granados?
J. Huston Granados. If you will email contact@nursing.com, we will get you your awesome nursing.com shirt. Now for giveaway, we're ready for giveaway.
Giveaway number 2, yeah.
Giveaway number 2. Dan's gonna come on.
What he said.
Giveaway number 2. So John mentioned that we are now trying to go for the whole lifetime of the nursing journey. So what is one of the stages of the 4 stages in this nursing journey that we're helping you with?
Awesome.
Put your answer down.
All right.
And the next speaker.
Hey guys. Hi guys, I'm Sandy, and I wanted to answer some possible questions you might have about your account. Of course, if you have any more specific questions, you can type them out here or you can email us directly. But some of the main ones we think you might be asking today is, number 1, what is happening to my NRSNG account? So first off, things might look a little different for you today. We have released some exciting new stages, one of them being pre-nursing, one of them being new grad, and for any previous subscribers, pre-nursing is actually released to you today for free. So real exciting, but in general, we are now on nursing.com, but you shouldn't really have to do anything different to log in. Another question you might have for us today is, are there any changes to my billing? And first, there will be no change to your payment amount. There will be no change to the time that you make your payment. Literally nothing will change with your billing. However, we did want to let you know that some of the plans that had existed in the past no longer exist. And so if you cancel, you may not be able to re-sign up for the exact same plan that you were on previously. Another question we wanted to answer for you guys is, do I need to do anything today? And I'm going to tell you, we've tried to make this as easy as possible, but the new system is a little different. There might be some new things that you have to navigate, and we actually plan on showing you a little bit of that today with some tutorials. So let us make it easy for you, walk you through some of those changes so that you can kind of have a seamless integration into the new system. The next question I wanted to answer for you is, what about the app? Okay, so there were some updates that were made to the app. We did that so that the content, when you own the pre-nursing or the new grad, it will be available to those people on the app. And so because of that, we want to let you know that for some of our users, they will need to delete and reinstall their app for the updates to work and to go into effect. So if you're having issues, go ahead and try that first. Delete your app, reinstall. Still having any problems, email us right away. We'll definitely work with you individually and make sure we get that resolved. I want to take a second here and give you guys a chance to type in any questions that you have for me. And once you get a chance to put those in, I can definitely answer some for you. And then lastly, I wanted to let you guys know, NRSNG, did we get purchased? No, we didn't. We're just the same group that we've always been. So let me know. Do you guys have any questions for me?
So somebody wants to know, I'm a lifetime member, will I still have access for lifetime?
So yes, you will. The lifetime members continue to have their account. It has been moved to a new platform, but your account is there in place and you still have your lifetime access. That's a great question. Any others?
Is there an NCLEX RN Prep for repeat test takers?
An NCLEX RN Prep for repeat test takers. Okay, so we do have some new options for NCLEX Prep. And we have a brand new product that is specific NCLEX Prep that is really great for repeat test takers. So shoot me an email and we would love to walk you through how to use that to prepare if you've already taken the NCLEX once or more. Another question?
Will there be a new app?
Will there be a new app was the question. So the app has had some updates, but there isn't a new app at this time. So the app has the pre-nursing, it has the new stages. It still does not have Simplex, but yeah. Any other questions? All right, well, thanks, guys. If I missed anything or if you have any additional questions, again, we're available all day. Just shoot us an email, contact@nursing.com. Thanks.
All right.
Okay, back to the question. So the question was, what is one of the stages that we now have on nursing.com? So the 4 stages we have are the pre-nursing, the student, NCLEX Prep, and the new grad. And for the winners, we have Jordan Holland on the Facebook page. Congratulations. Christina Brown from the Facebook group. And then Mercy Happy Face on YouTube. And on Instagram, Andy Wanny. I apologize if I mispronounced anything. And we now have question 3.
That's me.
Oh, they won. Question number 2 won this again.
Oh, yes. Number 2, congratulations. Awesome t-shirts.
Alright guys, so for giveaway number 3, the question, this is what the giveaway is, the cheat sheet book, so pretty cool in color. So the question is, does nursing.com offer NCLEX Prep? So while you are typing in your answers, Cindy is going to tell us what her favorite feature is.
Woo!
Yeah, Cindy! Woo! Features.
Hey guys, I'm going to share a couple of my favorite features from the Pre-Nursing Academy on nursing.com. And it's the HESI Prep courses. So many of you guys have asked about these, so we are super pumped to be able to offer these to you, and let me show you why. Once you log into your Pre-Nursing Academy account, you'll click on the courses, and this is going to take you to a listing of all the courses that you have available to you with this plan. So you can see we have anatomy, we have biology, intro to psych, nursing school prep, we've got it all. But what we've done is taken it one step further and created the HESI Prep and TEAS Prep course for you. So in these courses, you're going to find all the lessons that you need to help you successfully prepare for and ace those HESI TEAS exams. So let's take a look. So if you click in lessons, you're going to get a preview into this course. So you're going to be able to see the instructors, our incredible instructors who created some amazing content just for you guys. You'll be able to see the number of lessons and cheat sheets inside this course. If you scroll through, you'll see that it's broken down by module and then the lessons, and then you'll be able to see the cheat sheets that are attached to specific lessons. And this is true for the TEAS course as well. Again, you'll be able to see the educators who are going to present this material to you, along with the number of lessons and cheat sheets. So in addition to this, you can actually take practice questions for HESI Tees as well. So if you click on practice questions, if you want to do a random HESI or Tees pop quiz, you just click on the button and start practicing. Or if you want to create a new custom quiz, you can select create new quiz. You can actually select all and get questions from every category. Or if you're struggling with a particular category and want to do questions just on that category, you can select that. You can scroll down here and choose the number of questions, anywhere from 5 to 50, and start practicing. It's that simple. I hope you guys are as excited as we are about this, and if you have any questions, shoot us an email at contact@nursing.com.
Thanks, Cindy.
You're welcome.
This is Cindy. All right, so now I am going to go over, this is Tammy. Hi, guys. So I am going to go over the nursing student. Now, a lot of you guys probably already familiar with this if you already have, if you had an NRSNG account. But I just want to show you one of my favorite features inside of the nursing student. If you aren't aware of this, when you go to create a study plan, inside the study plan feature, you can actually sort lessons by nursing textbooks. So what I mean by that is if you, of course, you have to give your study plan a name, so let's just name it cardiac. Then if you scroll all the way down, you can search by book. So the different books that we have a bunch of ATI, fundamentals, MedSurg. So let's just say that we are using the MedSurg Lewis 10th edition. Select that book, and then chapters will, all chapters will drop down. From here, just go ahead and select what chapter you're on. So let's just say that you need to read chapter 13 in that book. Once you select chapter 13, all of the different lessons that we have in that chapter inside of nursing.com will appear. So now you just pull them over to your study plan. And then now let's also say that you're wanting chapter 21. Again, all of the lessons that we have inside nursing.com will appear. Move them over. And now that's all we need. Just save your study plan and you can begin studying. The other cool thing that I like about the study plans are you can use a pre-made study plan. So let's just say you don't have time to search for lessons and you just want to use one of our pre-made study plans. Go ahead and hit cardiac, reset, yeah, that's fine. Hit cardiac and all of those lessons will automatically appear in your study plan. So now all you have to do is hit save and you're ready to begin studying. If you are a concept-based program, which some of y'all are, if you are, then you would know, but you can also search by concept. So let's go ahead and say, let's go ahead and reset this really quick. Let's say that we are in a concept-based program and we are needing lessons about clotting. Go ahead and select clotting. And all of the lessons that are in the clotting concept will appear. So now just go ahead and move those over to your study plan. And you can go ahead and start practicing. So that is my favorite feature inside of the nursing student product on nursing.com. We are going to have John. He's going to talk about the NCLEX Prep.
Hey guys, so when we first started NRSNG and everything, one of the biggest goals that I had was to create a realistic NCLEX experience for people, and that was a kind of a long shot goal, and that was something that I had kind of wanted to always do, because I remember that despite doing well in nursing school grade-wise, and despite taking thousands and thousands of questions, when I walked into the NCLEX, I was terrified. And when I walked out, are we boring you, Rich?
It was a long night.
And when I walked out of the NCLEX, I called my wife, I called Sandy, and I said, hey, I'm done. And she's like, how'd you do? And I'm like, I have absolutely no clue how I did. It's that confusing. So our solution to that is Simplex. And what Simplex does is it pulls the same computer adaptive algorithms that the NCLEX actually uses to deliver you a test just like the NCLEX, where you start out at kind of this middle level. If you get a question right, you get more and more difficult questions. If you get one wrong, you get easier and easier questions. So rather than like what you see on some platforms where it's like, we have an NCLEX simulation that gives you 75 questions, pass or fail, we don't do that. We actually give you a computer adaptive test that goes from 75 to 265, and it really, really, really mimics that feel, that look, and everything of the actual NCLEX. And Rich.
Hello.
Rich is actually the engineer who spent, what was it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like a
a
day.
little bit of time working on
Dang
this.
it, now I broke this. Yeah, he spent, about a couple months, several months, digging through all the research, digging through all the data, working with Marie, who is the director of our questions, to really dig into the actual data and be able to deliver you something that's not just, here's a nice thing that looks like the NCLEX, but to deliver you something that actually mimics what the NCLEX is. And we're so confident in this that we actually base our entire 200% refund on this test. That if you pass the NCLEX and do not pass the NCLEX, we pay you back 200%. And this is actually a patent pending algorithm. I was trying to find the patent file that we made so I could show you guys, but it's like this 60-page diagram that shows how this actually works. And so we're really excited about this platform, and I really believe that it's the best way to kind of know what to expect when you walk into the NCLEX. And yes, this is very ugly, but this is what the NCLEX looks like. And we're continually adapting this platform. We're continually adapting the look of it, the feel of it, and everything, so that you can really get a feel of what you're going to be expected to see on the day that you walk in.
So some people are saying, Rick, you're my hero for creating this. I love for him for creating the Simplex.
That's funny because when I see comments, sometimes they're like, "Oh, I hated that Simplex." But I think the overall tone is, if you do well in the Simplex, you're going to do well in the NCLEX. So many people said, "Oh, I couldn't pass, or I didn't pass in under 75, or with the under 100 or so on the Simplex." But when I stepped into the NCLEX, I rocked it, and that's what we're trying to do for you here.
She says, I passed my NCLEX on the 3rd try thanks to the Simplex.
Good.
Yeah.
That's easy play.
So on that note, Rich, when is the best time to take a Simplex, and why do we only allow 3 attempts?
Well, you should really only take the Simplex if you're feeling prepared. I think not only is the test difficult in itself, but it's kind of unlike anything you've ever taken. The test will basically figure out at what question difficulty are you answering 50% of the questions correctly. So when you're doing very well on the test, it may seem like you're doing very poorly because you're only getting 50% or so correct. And that, if you're not ready for the test, could stoop you up and stump you, I guess I should say. So you should take it when you're feeling ready, and you should also take it a lot more times than one. We see our success rates go up a lot after the first test take.
Yeah, and I think so along that, it's not something that you take your first semester. It's not something you take after fundamentals.
No.
Because this is a bank of about 7,000 questions of multiple difficulty levels. And so it's best when you have that broad knowledge, and when you're ready to approach this, take your first one, expect to fail, and then take 2 more. And then you're going to walk in, and when that first question pops up on the NCLEX, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've been here before.
So John, how would you prepare for practice questions on the NCLEX inside of...
Perfect. Yeah, good question. So whether you have the Nursing Student Academy or the NCLEX Prep Academy, you can get to either of those. So the Nursing Student Academy is just $39 a month. And the NCLEX Academy is more priced around what NCLEX courses cost. But if you have the Nursing Student one or the NCLEX, you just come into practice questions. And the practice questions, like I said, is a bank of about 7,000 questions of all kinds of difficulty. And we've broken it out by NCLEX category as well as nursing category, and then we store all your past results. So, regardless of where you are in your nursing program, you come in here and say create a quiz, and then you find what test or what course you're actually taking right now. Are you in peds or whatever? So you can add some OB-peds, you can add some oncology, depending on what you're taking that semester. Or if you are kind of preparing and you're closer to the end, you can add all categories, deselect some categories. So do whatever you want. And then you can take a test up to 50 questions. And we really do it in 50 question bunches so that you can take 50 questions. That's going to take you over an hour. So take that, take a brain break, come back, and take a few more. So these are pretty awesome. So Marie and Rich and stuff have put a ton of work into this question bank. So we're going to tell you what category it's from, as well as the NCLEX category. So you select your answer, and then you get immediately the ability to see the rationale. And I think reviewing the rationales is so important because that's where you're going to learn why each thing is wrong and why each thing is right. We've separated out each answer and given a rationale to each answer option, which is pretty amazing. And then, even better, so you're like, oh, dang, I got this one wrong. So you can scroll down and say, I need to study more about fetal heart rate monitoring. So the video pops up right there. You can watch this video on fetal heart rate monitoring, and then you can even pop up a cheat sheet and say, oh, wow, okay, nice. Now I got fetal heart rate monitoring. I'm ready to move on. Or you can be like, dude, that was an awesome question, and like vote it up. And you can see how other nurses did. You can say, wow, I got this one wrong, but 61% of people are getting it right. So I probably need to really go back and study this fetal heart rate monitoring stuff. You got your calculator, all that stuff. But then when you come back in here, and it won't be on this account because this is brand new, but we actually give you a global rank. For me, I went to a private nursing school that wasn't well known or anything like that and had pretty high acceptance rates. So I wasn't sure how I was doing compared to students all around the world. So that's the reason we built this global rank, is that we take all 270,000 people who use this question bank, and we rank them on multiple different criteria, and then we deliver you a rank within that. So it says, based on every nursing student taking these questions, here's where I rank. And then it tells you how many you attempted, how many you got correct, and it gives you nice little colored diagrams in each area. So if you're doing really bad in one area, you come in here and start a quiz. So it's the best way, I believe, to prepare, to see how you're doing. And just a side note for those that are taking NPQ and kind of using this right now, because we get this question a lot, what percentage should you be shooting for? Shoot for a 60. If you're in the high 50s to low 60s, you're probably doing good enough to go ahead and shoot for a Simplex. But if you're kind of scoring under those 50s in certain categories, really focus on those categories until you can bump them up to the to there. And we've given you an all-in-one place to study just right within the rationale. So if all you want to do is study questions and rationales, it's all right there with videos and cheat sheets and all that stuff. Yes?
Do they have questions?
I don't have them. Yes.
With the Simplex and the update, have there been new questions added?
So with the Simplex and the update, we have rewritten a lot of the questions that needed to be improved. We've added several questions to some of the new lessons, and then we added 500 pre-nursing HESI and TEAS questions. So in total, the total bank is just over 7,000. You take out the HESI and TEAS, and it's right around 6,600 questions. And then we're continually adding more. Our goal is to be at about 10,000 questions by the end of this year.
Can you use the NPQ just for studying?
Absolutely. That's the best way that I study, was taking 150 questions a day right before I took the NCLEX. So if you don't feel that you want to really dive into the lessons, which maybe somebody will show you more later, then you can really just stay on NPQ, and you could spend 20 minutes on every single question by watching the video, reviewing the rationales, and looking at the cheat sheets. So 3 questions would take you an hour if you wanted to.
Do Canadian textbooks appear on the textbook study as well?
Canadian textbooks do not. I don't know exactly what a Canadian textbook is, but we only have about 2, the 2 biggest fundamentals books, the 2 biggest med-surg books within the United States, or of America. Is that politically correct? Sure. And then we have like the ATI books where you can line them up with that. So we want to start adding more. We want to help people find this feature and use this feature, and as that's being used more, we will add more books and make it better.
When should you start taking the Simplex?
The best time to take the Simplex would be last semester, probably. So if this is your last semester and we're in January and school just started, I would start taking Simplex probably 1st of March.
And then is Simplex similar to the NCLEX layout?
Hells yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions over there?
As close as you can get.
Questions? Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Who's up?
Cool.
Me. We gotta answer the question.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not
I
yet.
did mine then.
oh we're still waiting for Kenya's answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about features. All right, sweet. All right, so my question, the thing I'm going to talk about is what are my favorite features in the new grad courses. So there's been a couple of different studies out about nursing retention. And so one of the big things is that there's about an 80% retention rate for first year. There's about 67%, somewhere in there. So what that means is that about 1 in 5 nurses are leaving the bedside within their first year. up to 33% are leaving within their second year. So what we've done is we've come in here and we've actually gone and hit the main things that you guys have been asking for and what are showing that you guys need in terms of all of, hey, what am I going to see in the first year in nursing? Or even up to the second year. There's a lot of tribal knowledge in here, so things that you're not necessarily going to learn from maybe your educators, but the nurses that you work with. We'll talk about my absolute favorite feature, which is this one, the IV insertion course. So these are about 25 lessons.
Scroll up real quick.
Whoop.
Show them that now.
Oh, cool new feature here. It actually shows you the instructors who did the course. In each lesson it'll show it. So if we look here, and so this is we partner with a local university here to get this filmed, and what it is, I'm just going to show you a real quick video, and we go through all of the cool things that you'll need to know about IV setup. These are live videos, so sorry, we're buffering a little bit. Skip. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Cool. So we are literally at the bedside showing you everything that you need for IV insertion. So we talk about the supplies that you need. We talk about how to properly do aseptic technique, which vein you need to select. These are my favorite ones because this is something I have a personal liking to. I love doing IVs, but what we actually also did was we got, let's go with this one. If you have a patient who is a difficult stick, this is a challenge for a lot of new grads, is that they come in and they don't feel prepared to place an IV in a patient that's a bariatric patient, a geriatric patient, a patient that has tattoos, dark skin tones. We've addressed this issue for you. So what we do is we show you tips and tricks. First off, let me go down here and show you kind of in the outline. We have all these tips and tricks that are going to show you how to be successful. We want you to increase your success rate with these with the IV placement. So we talk about insertion. We talk about the right way to do it, but then also these tips and tricks to help. Sometimes you need a little bit of help making the vein pop. So if we come up here, let's see. Let me jump a little bit. So we talk about some tips and tricks. So we talk about, hey, you need to feel the vein versus seeing the vein. That's more important. We also talk about a couple of little tips and tricks. And so we cover all of these things. This is one of my favorite courses. It was a labor of love to do, but then we also talk about tips and tricks for newborn IV placement and for pediatric placement. So this was, so here you go. We got an IV here that we're going to put in this patient that's got a tattoo. Kind of difficult to see, so we walk you through these. But these are my favorite features. But let's go back to some of these courses. We also we've heard you guys in terms of what you need. So we also cover nursing interviews and resumes. What do I need to put on my resume? What do I need to, I need to get my resume and cover letter together. And what needs to be included in that? This is applying for a nursing job is unlike anything you'll ever do. So we need to make sure that you're prepared. And what we've done is we've outlined some things. So interviewing with a nurse manager. If you have behavioral questions, meaning like in this situation, what have you done in the past? What do you do? How would you handle this situation? We talk about not settling for the first job that you are offered if it's not something you want. So we talk about all these things. We also talk about different career pathways. We talk about transition to practice. Transition to practice is, okay, you're working with a preceptor in a new nurse residency, in a new nurse internship, in a fellowship, any one of these things. These are just some outlines as to how to get you more successful and to make you feel more comfortable within your first couple of years. And then also one other really cool thing that we've got in here is the Intro to Emergency Nursing. This is, any of you interested in emergency nursing, this is going to give you kind of your crash course as an intro into what you're going to see. So we talk about triage, and let's see, we've got trauma surveys, so you've got primary and secondary surveys, actually dealing with acute coronary syndromes and how you handle those in an emergency setting versus just in a general setting.
So we've got all of these cool features for you guys. We also have a nursing report and communication course. This one's a really cool one. A lot of people talk about, or a lot of new nurses say, hey, I struggle giving report. We actually walk you through a report. We break it down and say, do it in this fashion because it's going to be more consistent. It's evidence-based. The other thing that's really important there is that we will actually walk you through a report and break it down step by step to show you why you say things, why you would want to remember certain things, what information is really important. We talk about transferring to higher level of cares, going to the OR, different types of communication with different teams. So these are all super cool new features in the new grad stage. So are there any questions?
Are all of you guys nurses?
No. However, after doing nursing.com, we all could be.
Who's 15 to 20% of our, so about 15 to 20% of our general staff is nurses, but 100% of, well, 99% of educators, because one does the pre-nursing stuff of like chemistry and biology.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get a college biology instructor for that.
Yeah.
But the rest are, and then 90% MSN or above educators, nurse educators.
Yeah. So all the nursing courses are by practicing nurses. So.
But for a nursing education company to be 15, 20% nurses is pretty cool.
Any other questions?
I got one chance.
What's up?
Should I log into the new site or the old and be redirected? Is my membership still valid? Just logging in.
Sandy?
Old and-
You can do either, but of course it'd be best to go ahead and bookmark nursing.com now. So
Cool. Do we sell book study guides for state exams? But we do have that. Where's that NCLEX prep book?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is it
Is it over there?
Oh, it's right there. Any questions over here?
What's up?
I have failed to NCLEX 3 times and I have used Kaplan, Hearst, and UWorld. How can NRSNG for nursing.com help me with what I need to be successful the next time I take it? I currently work in the ED now.
Okay. So, first off, we have the there's several different important things that you have to think about. The first is the way, for us, we're a little bit different, and we're going to give you the most important information that's going to help you be successful. Our NCLEX course is actually outlined for according to the NCSBN test plan. So it's going to prepare you based on absolutely everything that you need to know for different nursing categories. So you've got management of care, physiological adaptation, all of these things. And so it's a very pointed study method. And then we have, within those we have some guides to help you become successful in determining how often you need to take MPQ, how often you need to take Simplex. We've set up the Simplex so that it gets you absolutely as close to as possible to getting in that NCLEX environment. Any other questions? Cool. All right, Kenya.
Yes.
Answer the giveaway number 3.
All right. So the question was. Oh.
Let's bring it over.
There we go.
No.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Yes. So question was, does nursing.com offer NCLEX prep? So the answer was yes. So the winners, so for the Facebook group, Brandy Gergia, I'm sorry, I think I totally butchered that. So email contact@nursing.com, attention Tammy. For the Facebook page, Julia Montagnese, okay. YouTube, Kylie Brimsek, and Instagram, Brooke Bree. So email contact@nursing.com, attention Tammy, and she's gonna send you your little book.
Okay.
Cool.
Giveaway number 4. Okay. All right. Giveaway number 4 is the script sheets. Woo! All right. So, what is the nursing.com's NCLEX simulator called? Dun dun dun. Okay. Now, John's just gonna have a few words here.
Few words.
Few words.
All right, guys, we are so excited to have you guys here with us. And while this is a really important day for us, and while we're really excited and we're proud of all the work we've done, we're more proud of you. We realize that it's you that we're doing this for. Every single day when we stand together as a company, we read a story from one of you that's posted in our Facebook group. We talk about your journey, and we try to meet with you guys as much as we can by going to college campuses and by sitting down with you and hearing your stories. It's one thing for me to share my story, and Chance and Miriam and Marie to share their stories with the team, but they're all logging in there too. Our engineers, our accountants, our marketing team, they're logging in there too, and they're listening to your stories and hearing of your challenges and your struggles. And I want you guys to know that this is what it's really all about. I really believe that we can end the nursing shortage by improving the way that nurses learn. I don't think that nursing school has to be so hard. I don't think that new grad nurses have to feel like it's a dog-eat-dog world, or like they're just thrown to the wolves to survive. I don't think that wait times to get into nursing school should be 4 years. I think that all of that needs to change and needs to end. And I believe that it can be done through improving the way that we teach nurses, because textbooks, and this is our textbook, but textbooks suck. No one likes to read a textbook. There's better ways to learn, and we need to catch up with the times. And that is our mission, that is our goal here, and I believe that this is a step in that direction of helping you from the day that that thought of being a nurse enters your mind, helping you get over those hurdles of getting in, helping you achieve success that you deserve in nursing school, and helping you truly master concepts, and then helping you enter the nursing field with confidence. You guys, we love you so much. We're so grateful to have you guys as part of this nursing family. Really, this is all about you, and we're so proud of all the successes that we hear from you guys. So we love you guys. Go out and be your best selves. Happy nursing.
Hold on, I'm getting
And
the
Tammy
last bit of winners.
is going to give away some more stuff.
Yeah, just hold on 1 second.
So I like this new logo. I think it's pretty cool. No, but guys, we really do care about you guys, and I've really enjoyed in the last kind of year and a half or so being able to travel around and go to conferences and meet you guys, because I find over and over again that my story isn't unique, my struggles aren't unique, and that the need for help is out there, and it continues to exist. And yeah, we understand we're a small company, but we're formidable, and we're going to, with you guys and for you guys, end the nursing shortage. And I know it's not going to happen this year, but we're going to do it. So, Tammy?
Yeah. All right, so the last giveaway winner for Instagram for the scrub sheets, Leanne Barton.x. For YouTube, like Lokisha Hyman? I don't know. For the Facebook page, Camellia Christie, and then for the Facebook group is Shelby, Adriana. That's it. All right. Thanks for coming.